I'm so excited to talk to you today. I've been recapping Seven Little Johnstons on Access for some time now, so I'm happy to get time to sit with you. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. We just got back home from some doctor's appointments, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good.
I mean, obviously, congrats are in order. You just revealed a few weeks ago that you're expecting your second baby.
Yes, thank you so much.
How is this pregnancy so far comparing to your first one?
Oh, this one's definitely I don't like the word used to doing some damage, but Leighton's pregnancy was definitely, it felt like a breeze more than this one from 6 weeks, because today I am 16 and a half weeks, but from 6 weeks to 14 weeks, it was the nausea, the puke, and all the stuff that I did not get to deal with Leighton, fortunately. So yeah, but other than that, things have been going well. Everybody in my family and Bryce's family feel like this pregnancy is going by so slow because with Leighton, it seemed to happen so fast. But other than that, it's been good. We're very excited.
Are you getting any similar cravings from the first time, or is it different cravings this time too?
It's really like, honestly, and I don't know if it's just because the nausea went hand in hand. Leighton, I was straight up sweets, like my fruits and stuff, and I was straight up sweets. And Emma absolutely loved that because I had like every fruit that you could name whenever I was pregnant with Leighton in our home. This kid, because the nausea and stuff has been hand in hand, it's been, oof, it's whatever I can get down or am willing to drink or to eat. It's just, it's been a ride. It's
Uh,
been a wild one.
I can only imagine. Well, you and Brice had talked about wanting to have another child, give Leighton a sibling. How did Leighton take the news that she was going to be a big sister?
So Leighton, I don't think she really has had a grasp on like what's happening. However, whenever we asked her, we have a little video clip that we did share with the network. Leighton, do you want a sister or a brother? And she was like, "Oh, I want a brother." And so her guess this far has been she wants a brother anytime we've asked her. So we definitely think that, yeah, she wants to be the only girl. So we better, we are hoping to have a boy. Other than that, she's just been playing with baby dolls. She's really grown an attachment to playing with baby dolls, which has been really sweet to see. And then she's been in preschool, so she's been around other kids and babies, but I don't quite think she knows on like what's really going to happen
Hmm.
yet. So, because we haven't gotten any baby clothes yet or anything of that nature, but we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
are you guys going to keep the sex of the baby just between you and Brice?
Yes, so Bryce and I do know what we're having, just like when we found out with Leighton. However, nobody else in our family or the network show, nobody else knows what we're having at this time. And I did not realize I didn't share to the world what we were having until we posted a picture of Leighton being born because the episode still didn't air. And so the world never knew too that Leighton was a girl until we delivered her. So we're going to be doing the same thing with this baby too as well.
It's special too because it's just like obviously more reason to watch the show and follow along, but
Mhm.
it's just a big element of surprise for like everyone
It
and to keep it
is.
personal for you and Brice as well.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, this crew that we've had, they've been with me since I have been in middle school. And then, of course, when Bryce was introduced in our family, they saw Bryce and I's relationship blossom. And the fact that they get to see our kids grow, it's really great. And they're super excited. Everybody has their like guesses in and stuff. But what really makes this special about this baby is obviously we have to have a C-section. And this baby will be born on my grandfather's birthday. Poppy, my dad's dad. So my C-section at 37 weeks is September 1st. So it makes it even more special for this baby. So we can't be more excited.
That is, I mean, from watching the show, I know how close you
Hmm.
were all with him, and so that is so
It
special
was.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. And so as soon as my dad found that out, he was like, "Oh man." And so everybody's been giving their guesses, and me and Bryce were like, "Oh, we'll just have to see. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
We'll see."
Yeah. How did you tell them, your parents and Bryce's parents, that you guys were expecting? Did you do it together with both of them together?
So obviously we didn't wait halfway through the pregnancy, as you can see. As soon as I found out in January, we waited till close to 8 weeks just to make sure we weren't going to miscarry. And there wasn't any, complications on my end. And it was actually here at my parents' house. We were swinging Leighton here on the back porch, and Bryce had a pregnancy test, and I was like, just hand it to Leighton and let her walk in. And she walked in, and mom saw, and my mom was like, I knew it. And I was like, how did you know? Because I wasn't feeling sick or anything at that time because I was just a little past 8 weeks. And then my dad was nowhere to be found. And we also caught the clip of my dad was using the restroom. And Leighton was walking in and walked the test into Bappa. And then that's my dad found out on the toilet, and my mom found out in the kitchen. And then we told all my siblings. I told my older brother when he was visiting his girlfriend Ashley, and he couldn't believe it. And Alex and Emma, they're all super excited. It was very sweet. But definitely my dad's reaction was priceless. And I'm very glad we caught that on camera.
I'm I can't wait till that episode drops.
Yeah. And it's great because, tests come in all sorts of colors and different ways. And my dad was like, if it's blue, does that mean it's a boy? And I'm like, oh my God, Dad,
There's no way
stop.
to know that early, no.
And I'm like, that just shows you the character and nature of our family. I mean, that's just how much fun and stuff we are, but they couldn't be more excited to welcoming another baby early this fall.
I love that. And what are you most looking forward to being a family of four?
I really can't wait to see how Leighton reacts to having a baby brother or sister, simply because she's just so sweet. I know people always say, like, oh, my kid's the best, but Leighton, honestly, she really is the best. We really lucked out on her being our firstborn, and she's just so gentle, a lot like Brice. So we're really hoping this kid will take after me. But she's so much like Brice, and we really can't wait just to see her take on that role. And both Brice and I, we both have huge families. We grow up in large families, so of course, expanding is just always exciting for both him and I. And yeah, I mean, it's just that it's the anticipation. I really didn't get to feel it with Leighton because I was just working and we were prepping, and it was just a shock to everybody when we announced. But this time, it's like this kid is really just wanting us to soak it in. But we're all like, all right, let's go. We're ready to finish this up. Yeah.
Yeah. You touched on earlier how you've been filming and on
Hmm.
television since you were in middle school. Your
Yeah.
kids are also going to be on the show.
Mhm.
What is one thing you've learned throughout the years about navigating life in the spotlight that you really want
Mhm.
to tell them as they go on this journey?
Um, Definitely because the world has changed so much. Even when I was, starting this, truthfully, I started, my filming life when I was 9 years old when we did the Oprah Winfrey pilot. When we were working with the O Network, and then we came into TLC when I was in middle school. But doing this since I was 9, I mean, I have a lot to thank for my parents because they are the reason where we are today. They raised us, to keep a good head on our shoulders and a good attitude. And luckily, social media wasn't as large as it is today, and it's continuing to grow. So that was honestly a saving grace. And truthfully, I'm hoping to keep my daughter away from technology as long as possible. um, but it's just really we stay grounded, and it's sad enough to say, and we don't mean it in a mean way, but what helps us is we don't look at the comments of the haters. We don't really watch the episodes because we want to keep us and the way we act real. And we feel like if we watch the show, we'll want to tweak things about us and change things. And so we don't. There may be like, the episode of my Poppy's 90th birthday. We, of course, watched that, especially when he passed, and Leighton's delivery. We watch those episodes, but anything else we really don't because we're filming when the episodes are airing. People don't realize, and so they keep us pretty busy, and it's great. And it really helped too with having a crew that honestly feels like family. Like I mean, we've seen our crew's kids grow up. We've seen some of our crew members get engaged. We've been through losses with our film crew members when they have had family member passes. So we're really fortunate to say it really depends on the crew that you work with and my parents.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I mean, I could imagine that through the years you learn to have your own boundaries with it. Like a
Mhm.
boundary is not watching the show, so you can stay authentic and
Yep.
for your kids and everyone who joins the family and is on TV like Brice, they come up with their own boundaries throughout the years too to just protect
Absolutely.
peace.
Absolutely. And like, when Brice came into the picture, and Ashley and and Allie and anybody else of our family members, when they got to see how our life is with film crew, they're like, oh wow, it's not like all in your face in the spotlight. It's not like a movie. And it's not. We keep it fun, and they're very open with us and we're open with them. And that's just what makes it such a great show and why we've been going on for so long, because we keep it real. I mean, honestly, we do. We keep it real.
Yeah.
So.
You guys do keep it real. And I mean, I have to ask, how are things with you and Anna? Are you guys still not speaking at all?
Anna and I, we are not speaking, and pretty much, just like in one of the earlier episodes this season, my mom put it, well, it's, we have the choice of, of being on the show, and she has that choice too, and she did not want to be. However, communication, it's ultimately, we're on our different paths, and hopefully one day our paths will come back together and things will be mended and fixed. But as of right now, we are just navigating. Everybody in my family are navigating their life in their own ways. I mean, Brice and I, we have our baby number two and Leighton to worry about. Emma and Alex, they are about to enter their senior year of college, and there's Jonah and Ashley too as well. And then my parents, my dad just celebrated his 50th birthday, and we've had all these crazy milestones. My mom's working on her PhD, and she'll be finishing up that this spring, and a lot going on. And until things just kind of get fixed on both ends, I mean, they're just going to remain where they're at right now.
Yeah. What do you think it will take to mend it? Just having a sit down conversation, time heals wounds?
There's always both sides of the story, and there's always, it's really hard to just kind of depict on everything that's been going on, because people are seeing what's going on social media on her end. And then people are seeing what's going on social media on our end, and there's the tabloids. And it's really just one of those things where we don't know what's going to take to fix it because of where things are at right now in Anna's life. But yeah, I mean, hopefully one day there'll be a time where she would like to come and sit down with us and want to figure this out, obviously, because we're not permitting her to not come over here. Like my parents say, all of us kids and our significant others are welcome over here anytime. You have a key. And I mean, we show up unannounced here all the time, and especially with Leighton, and that's the same for her. So I do definitely think it's going to take, her to come over, but also too, it's just whenever we find a point, because it does make it a little difficult now that she's no longer a part of the season, not part of the show, as of right now. So we'll just have to wait and see. It takes time, and I mean, generally that's the biggest thing. It takes time, and yeah, and there's a lot of unknown things that have happened between now and then. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
It takes time and it's hard, but with time, hopefully everything
yeah,
works out well. And
absolutely.
I mean, right now on the show, on a positive note, we're like full steam on planning your wedding.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward for fans to see when your wedding airs?
When fans see the wedding airs, I cannot wait for them to see Leighton. Leighton played such a wonderful role in our wedding. Like, of course, she's our daughter, but we were just so in awe of how she participated in the wedding. I mean, she really made it unforgettable, and really made it, the reason of why Brice and I are together. It was her, absolutely, but just to show you like how much she means to us. Of course, all the prepping and the chaos that went into the wedding, because our wedding was not picture perfect. We had tsunami rainstorms and stuff happen in our wedding. But ultimately, I mean, it was awesome. We could have been more happier with the way our wedding went, but definitely the ceremony brought a lot of tears and happy smiles, and it was great. I will never forget it.
I love that. I'm looking forward to it.
Mhm.
And to wrap up this interview, 3 words to describe the rest of the season.
Loving, happy, and just authentic. I mean, the last two seasons, like we've all talked about, they were a little rough, just between, having grandparents pass away, and of course, some of the drama that we dealt with. And literally this season, and I mean, just the feedback that we've gotten from the network as well, they're so excited and they can't wait. And especially now, since this is happening, they're like, we can only be more excited for this next season. So we're only going up from here on out,
Yeah.
honestly. And we couldn't be more thrilled.